Settings. Start video transmission. Buggies. Anyways, welcome to Warframe. Welcome back to Warframe. I lied. Now, I don't know whether you guys know this or not, but there's some Warframe YouTubers, not gonna name names, but once I describe it, you're gonna know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about, who keep on saying, I hate Warframe. This is why I'm quitting Warframe. And then 2 weeks later, he comes back to Warframe. A little bit backwards, isn't it? So I'm kind of gonna become the antithesis to that, and say, here's why you should play Warframe. Now, if you don't like third-person shooters, don't even sit and watch this video, right? Because you're not gonna enjoy this because it's a third-person shooter, right? But before we get into it, after that being established, you should like and subscribe. And if you don't, I don't fucking know. I'll eat one of your kidneys. You don't need both of them. You only need one of them. So I guess I'll just eat one of your kidneys. Is what it is. But let's get into this, right? So we've got a few matters to settle. We're going to start with the inventory, right? Inventory everything on the orbiter. We're going to try not to spoil anything for the noobs. We might spoil things for the noobs. Like that's a spoil for the noobs. We're not clicking it. If you know what that is, you know what that is. Not clicking it. So for those of you who don't know, this is a Warframe. There are a lot of Warframes in this game, and I like to fashion them up, make them spiffy, make them look cool. Right? So, a Warframe, I'm not going to go into the lore, but more of the story, every Warframe plays slightly different. And by slightly, I mean drastically different. If you play Yoreli, you cannot play Yoreli like you would play Varuna or Wisp or Zephyr or Vauban or Valkyrie or Wukong or any other Warframe in the game. You cannot do that. It is nigh on impossible. The only two Warframes that I could argue you can play the same is Mirage and Chroma. And maybe Harrow. And Harrow. Right? Those are the only Warframes I'll be like, okay, yeah, you could probably play all those Warframes the same. You've got every single one of these primaries, for the most part, like assault rifles are assault rifles. These are, for the most part, unique in every way. They all have slight differences, but like the Soma's gonna shoot a bullet like, I don't fucking know, the Honora's gonna shoot a bullet. They both shoot bullets. The Paris is going to shoot an arrow like the Daikyu or the Ceranos. They're all going to shoot arrows because they're bows. The Buzzlock's going to shoot a sniper shot like the Argonaut. Alternox is unique, Ambassador is unique, Arcaplasma is unique, Amprex is unique, Batacore. There's like weapons that are going to handle the same because they're guns. And then you have things like the Tenet Cycron that shoots out a fucking laser beam that attaches to other enemies. Or something like the Tenet Plinks where it shoots out a little pew 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 pew. And it has a grenade as well. Or things like the Zacti, which honestly I'm going to use the Zacti. Because the Zacti's kind of fun. You guys will see. I love this gun. Which you shoot and then it has a plume of... Why is my brain not functioning? It has a plume of gas that pops out that deals damage in a radius. Has no damage fall off and 2,000 damage, which is awesome. I love this thing. We will get into that. You have melees, which, melees aren't that unique. Every dagger is going to handle like every other dagger, maybe a little bit of a different movement speed or slash speed. Every katana is going to handle like the others. Every scythe's going to handle like the others. Every glaive's going to handle like the others. You get the point. Oh, yeah, the flamethrower things. That one's unique. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. And then you have... Wait, what the fuck? What? I no longer have it. Weird. I guess I ended up selling them. Oh, yeah, I need to make space. So the Nefari has a unique neutral combo that shoots out 4 fireballs. Pretty cool. I believe it is called the Karoom shower of electricity. They have unique features. The most unique that you're getting is a Warframe. All of them have different abilities. All of them have 4 abilities, different stats, different passives. Then you have companions, which you can get this one, which I named after Alex because his name is fucking cringy on Steam. I'm not taking it back. Carrier Prime. You have Robo Dogs. You've got Panzer, Volpophilas, Predacites, Kubros. I have a little baby Kubro. Helmets. More Sentinels. You got a bunch of Sentinels, actually. I do kind of want this one, though. But then you have the gear wheel, where it's all this gear. You've got emotes. Yes, there's a Shazan. You can play music on it. You've got Arcwing missions, which we're going to put back on the Itzel. You've got arc guns. You've got heavy weapons, which you unlock later on. You have K drives, which we're not even going to touch that. You have all these different features, and that's just items you can equip. There is a lot to this game, and that is its biggest downfall. We haven't explored even half the ship. You have arcanes, we have mods, which let us modify our things. You have the foundry, which lets us build things. You've got void relics. You've got this room where you can just decorate it. You've got that room, which we're not going to walk into. You've got this room for the helmet, where I can have this animation play, and I hope it's the right animation. It is not. We will do it again. I said we'll do it again. You can interact with this thing to where it'll suck on your Volpophila's face and go slurp. Volpophila, go bye-bye. I love this animation, and then he spits it back out. So, you have things like that. And then you have shit like this. You get haunted. It's kind of fucking terrifying, honestly. And then you turn around, and whoa, he's gone! And that spoiled the goddamn thing. Thanks, Rel, you asshole. We're not going to elaborate anymore. If you know, you know. Anyways, Alex. You want to do a survival arbitration so we can draw off arbitrations? You can talk now. I know you're being quiet, but no, you good now.
It wasn't wanting to unmute me.
Oh, rip.
I was fighting it.
So, when you can unlock arbitrations in a very, very simple way. Complete the star chart. And then pray to God that you're not missing a mission like Alex was. I think you were missing a mission, weren't you? No, you had arbitrations, and then to unlock Steel Path, you have to do arbitrations. That's right. So
yeah, I just know how to do arbitrations, but I didn't know.
So the Zacti Prime, shoot, explode, right? The Boar Prime, alright, Boar Prime's pretty basic. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's not. The Sylvan Aegis, well, it's a fucking flaming shield and mace. I really don't know what more you could ask for from a fucking melee weapon. So the Zacti, though,
hi there,
has a very, very good fire rate. And as you can tell, it does work. I don't really have the best mods on this thing, but that's meh. I don't really care to have the best mods on my guns anymore. I just goof around with them. That's why I'm using the Zacti with viral and heat and whatnot. Because no one in their sane mind would do that. Just trust me, it's not a good idea. Especially against, well, it's a good idea, not against Infested though. And, you know, I'm too lazy to change up my build. So, here we are, using an unoptimized build against Infested because I guess I'm a fucking idiot. Now, a lot of people are saying, Warframe's dying, the developers don't care, yada 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 yada. If you motherfuckers think that DE doesn't care about this game, you're on some shit. And I want some. Maybe then I could escape reality like you guys. Because DE, they pour their fucking heart and soul into this game. They don't make the best choices sometimes. I'm not going to say they do. But no game developer does. And this is a free-to-play game, so you can be a little bit more lenient with Warframe. Granted, not like... yes, the ding-dings. with Warframe, you can be a little bit more lenient because it's free to play, but like, not really. But right now, especially, they were still pumping out content during COVID. And it may not have been the best content, but it was still worthwhile content. I'm pretty sure your rally came out, like, at the peak of COVID. And look at who I'm playing now. Because it ain't any other Warframe than Urelli. I have other Warframes, sure. I'm not playing them, though. So, by people, I'm mainly referring to those one YouTubers who I really see it the most out of. I have made my fair share of criticisms of Warframe, mainly involving Urelli, because I believe she is still very underpowered and there's easy ways to fix her that DE is not going about. I'm not going to look at DE, call them fucking morons, and, you know, you're letting your game die because they won't buff my favorite Warframe, who's slightly, alright, a lot weaker than the other Warframes in this game. Because I've gotten it to where I can use this Warframe no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter what type of mission I'm in, I can get Urelli to work. I don't know how the fuck I do it, but I do it. And that's what kind of matters to me, is I get this Warframe to work the way I want her to work. And that's another good part about Warframe, is you can do some weird ass shit in this game if you really wanted to. Nothing is stopping you from making a build where you're pure HP, and you have no ability, strength, no nothing, you're just HP, shield, and armor. Is it going to be very effective? No, but if you want to see big ass HP bar, no one's stopping you in Aros main. No one's stopping you. I don't like an Aros. I'll bash an Aros all day. But at the same chase, I'll bash Wukong, I'll bash Excalibur, I'll bash Mace, I'll bash every Warframe in this game. And if they're your favorite Warframe, cool, bash Urelli, bash my favorite Warframes, Urelli, Neza, Frost, I don't give a shit. I expect to get my Warframe bashed if I bash on an Aros for, you know, being only HP, no abilities, no nothing, being useless. I'll bash on Wukong for, you know, getting nerfed and making Octavia, Urelli. Why is my brain doing this? Warframes, you know, Steam charts go to mostly negative for a very short amount of time because I find it funny how you guys pulled that off. I respect it. Because at the end of the day, Warframe, you don't have to listen to other people to enjoy Warframe. You just gotta do what you want to enjoy Warframe. As Alex currently dies, what the fuck, dude? Do you want to talk about it?
My character is utter trash against these arbitration drones.
Okay, so you just stick around me. And also, you can play this game with friends, and it's very fun with friends. Until your friend decides to die to an arbitration drone, and then you start crying a little bit on the inside, and he knows damn well he's going to be made fun of in, like, the next 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It's just respecting. If I died, I would have expected to be made fun of as well. Mainly because I've already been made fun of from this motherfucker in my other streams, like Dark Souls streams. God damn it, I'm telling you, fucking Archdruid Kmart is a piece of shit! Yeah, I'm still not over that completely. But, anyways, headshot the fuck out of that dude. So, arbitrations are slightly different from normal missions. As you can tell, my buddy is now dead. He has committed death. And I am very mad at him for it, because he's not supposed to die, but he did it anyways, and well, I can't stop it because it's already happened. And I want a Zacti ribbon. If anybody's got a Zacti ribbon, I will gladly take that off your hands. Anyways, as you can see, I just revived my buddy. So, in arbitrations, instead of it being you just can revive them when they get downed, if your buddy dies, you have to kill 5 arbitration drones, which will decrease your max HP for each one you pick up, and then you can revive your buddy using it. Which is weird. I know. I'm not stupid. I know it's weird. but that's how it do be. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I really don't know. Actually, no, I guess in this game it would be hate the game. It's a challenge. Arbitrations used to be 100 times harder. You used to just die and then it would kick you out of the mission. If it was like too early and you wouldn't get any rewards, you'd be kicked out of the mission and you wouldn't get shit for it. You know, it used to be a lot harder to do arbitrations. And I kind of liked it, honestly. It was really fun having to be like, okay, let's not die. Let's figure out how not to do this. And then proceed to die and then cry a little bit on the inside because you didn't want to die. It was always very fun to me. And it doesn't bother me that they nerfed it or made this game easier. Because I'd honestly rather have this game be easy because it's a game of knowledge, not skill. And yes, I stole that from Lazar Gaming because he is dead fucking on. This is not a game of skill, it is a game of knowledge. You can do anything if you know what the fuck you're doing. You can use whatever you want, you know. And this game's a blast, I'm gonna be honest here, right? And if you wanted to use something weak, cool, go use the Sonic Core. Yeah, go use the Sonic Core if you want to use something weak. But a fucking blast to use. Just a boom, ching, and everything in the fucking general vicinity goes flying. Go do that, you know? It's just one of those things. The Sonic Core is just boom, 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 and everything in the general vicinity goes flying. Is it powerful? In no universe is it powerful. But is it fun? Oh, hell yeah. That is a blast of a gun to use.
Nope.
You know. What? Did you say abort?
I have the Sonic Core. So I was just blasting things with it.
Oh, you're using it right now?
Yeah. I'm just
Perfect
in the background,
example.
and then I got ganged up on because I don't have any mods on it.
So it wasn't dealing any damage, but everything's going flying. So just as I said, it's a fun gun, not a good gun. And I mean, the Zacty's not the strongest pistol, but honestly, for some goddamn reason, I keep on coming back to this thing. I enjoy the gas plumes that just explode out from it.
No, away.
Especially since I'm playing a pistol-based Warframe, being Urelli, it just exacerbates her power even more, or the Zacty's power even more, because you're getting more crit, more damage overall, even though it's an AoE-based weapon. Would I try this thing in Steel Path? Yes. Are we trying this thing in Steel Path after this arbitration? Yes. Is it going to go well? Probably not. And I'm okay with that. Because if I wanted to play Steel Path and have easy time in Steel Path, I'd go to Grendel. Grendel's overpowered now. Which brings me to my next point. If you want to play an overpowered Warframe, you do you, Betty Boo. If you want to min-max the shit out of your weapon, you do you. That's another thing that makes Warframe so good, is you have your choice of playstyle. You could either play a character who's meant to use pistols as a pistol Warframe like Urelli, or do what I did and turned her into a fucking melee-based Warframe. Is it weird? Yeah. Am I about to die? Yeah. Am I not dead somehow? Yeah. But it's...
I'm dead, gonna die. Run for my life.
It's... Warframe's freedom of choice is what makes this game such a blast. You could literally use whatever you want. If I wanted to be a psychopath, I could use the Mark I Bratton right now and maybe make it work. I don't know, it would take me a little bit of time. And being able to use a weapon that you literally get at the beginning of the game as a final in-game item. Is it going to be easy? No. Absolutely not. It will be a pain in the ass to get that thing to work. But nothing's stopping you, which is kind of the point. You aren't getting stopped by doing anything. One of my buddies ended up trying to do the Harrow or Chains of Hero with an unranked Octavia. No mods, no nothing, and he got his ass handed to him for it. He beat the mission with the unranked Octavia, and I respect him for it. But man, did he get his ass handed to him. You have this freedom of choice that I don't see in many other games. Look at other you know what, let's look at the biggest free-to-play game right now. Warzone 2.0. Or DMZ. Let's look at DMZ, because DMZ is a lot easier for freedom of choice because it's not a battle royale. That game has so many damn problems. Namely, the meta. If you don't use meta is king in that game, right? Because it's a PvP, you want the highest time to kill, you want the least recoil, you want the best ADS time, you want all this other stuff. Meta is king in that game because of the fact that it's a PvP game. As I'm about to die again, god damn it, where's all my energy? What the fuck? So, meta is also kinda king in this game. But it's not like you're forced to use the meta. You don't have to use it. Right? You can use whatever the hell you want and you'll be fine in this game using whatever the hell you like. It'll just sometimes be a little bit harder for you to get by. But if you get creative with it, you'll be fine. There will be nothing stopping you. Like, look at me. I'm using Urelli without Merlina. That's not very meta. That is the opposite of meta, and I'm over here in an arbitration with 53% damage, and I haven't gone down yet because of Gloom, which is meta. So I replaced her meta kit with a meta item, I suppose. But it's the freedom in which you are given in this game is its gold. You can do whatever your little heart desires in this game. You can build whatever you want, however you want. You can use whatever loadout you want, whenever you want, on any mission. Sometimes it'll be a pain in the ass to use. Please don't use the Tinted Envoy against Vahek. That is a terrible idea. But you can do it, is the point. You can do these stupid things. Is it a good idea to do any of it? No, don't use Vahek against him, please. Please, for the love of God, don't use the Envoy against Vahek. You will be in pain for ages because it'll be very difficult to hit his little baby noggin and his hitbox. But I mean, you can do it. I'm just telling you guys, like, for your oh, I had one where it in there. What the fuck? I'm just saying, for your guys' sanity, don't do that shit. It's a bad idea. I mean, do you have to listen to me? No, because you get freedom of choice. You can listen to me and not use the Tinted Envoy, or you can be a delinquent and be like, yeah, no, we using the fucking Tinted Envoy, and like 20 minutes later, you're gonna regret yourself. Your choices against Vahek. You could use, because explosives don't work on Vahek because of how small his hitbox is. If you fought Vahek, you know how he works. And so you have these, like, you have people saying this is a bad game, it's dying, the devs don't care about it. If the devs didn't care about it, why would we be getting new Warframes? Conjunction survivals are a little bit of an issue, I'm not gonna lie. That's not a new type of mission. The Railjack survivals, that wasn't a new type of Railjack mission. I was really hoping it was going to be a survival on the Railjack, and you have like constant waves coming after you that get progressively harder, and like you have to go board cruise ships that are like constantly like just shooting people onto your ship. That would be cool if there were like boarding cruise ships that only boarded you. They didn't have guns, and you'd have to like battle them, and you'd have to like board them and go on there, disrupt it, detach it from your Railjack, and then you're good. That would be kind of cool, but they didn't do that. Like, Railjack's probably the one thing that I would say is fantastic and terrible about Warframe, because it's not cared for. It's not kept up to date. It's not good. It's fun, but it's not good, if that makes any sense. I enjoy Railjack personally. It's very buggy. It's got a lot of problems, but it's fun. Arbitrations could be worse, could be better, not gonna lie. Could be worse, could be better. I mean, you get cool mods out of it, I guess. You can get Riven mods out of it, which is cool for another way of getting Riven mods, but you know. But
oh no! Oh no!
what are you?
Run for my life! I'm out of energy.
You were also in the middle of a toxic cloud.
I'd probably be. Oh god.
How aren't you dead?
I've no clue.
Remember, you can hit 5 and heal that way if you go into void form.
I was just trying to run from things that were trying to kill me.
That's fair.
Because my head.
But we're going to extract at 20 minutes, by the way. And then we're going to do Steel Path, and then we'll go over Steel Path, because I don't know. I guess I'm actually a little bit. Ooh. No, you fucking don't, buddies. Where the fuck did all my energy go? Oh, also another fun part about Warframe. You can just pull out arc guns. Now, Arcwing missions are universally another problem. They haven't really been updated ever since they first released, which kind of a problem. Why wouldn't you update your content after it's released for what, 6 years or so? All right, yeah, I'll give you guys that one. I can't defend it there. Arcwing kind of sucks, and especially since they're adding new Arcwing weapons. I think it's because of Railjack that they're adding new Arcwing weapons. I mean, they gave us our first Arcwing gun, or Arc Gun Prime, which is the Corvus Prime, which I kind of want, not gonna lie. I said we were extracting at 20 minutes, not 18.
I'm over here killing monsters, so.
That's fair. So, like, arc guns are just big ass guns that you can bring into normal missions. It's fun. I'm gonna be honest here. It's fun to just be able to run around and just blast the fuck out of enemies. Why aren't you disrupted? And I mean, like, people are going to say your Warframe is god-awful. You just gotta accept that fact. Like, people are going to not like your Warframe. You could love your Warframe. I love your Ellie. You ask 9 now, or probably now 8 out of 10 people, hey, what's your opinion on your Ellie? They're gonna tell you she's a god-awful Warframe who needs a bunch of reworks. She just needs a full-on rework. You ask me what my opinion of your Ellie is, I look at you and I'm like, okay, she's not a good Warframe, but she's my favorite Warframe, and she could use some changes. Mainly to Merlina, but I've already made multiple shorts on how Merlina's a pile of dog ass, so I'm not even gonna go in there. Just know, I don't like Merlina, which is why I don't use her on my Urelli. So, you gotta... There's a specific way of looking at games. You can either look at them as entertainment and time killers, or competitive. Warframe is a time-killing game. There's no way around it. This game has no competitive area whatsoever. This is a very casual time kill. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's get the homies together and go enjoy ourselves type of game. There's no way around that. What, maybe?
Duels.
I mean, sure, but is that really competitive? When I say competitive, I'm talking like Rainbow Six Siege type of competitive.
So the mini games in the guild.
Not mini games that are in the clan dojo where we can shoot each other and one-shot each other. And, you know, aw man, Frame Fighter. Gotta love Frame Fighter. Oh my lord, don't get Frame Fighter, guys. That's another problem with this game. It's fucking Frame Fighter. Its existence is a problem. They keep on adding the Warframes though. Like any new Warframe gets thrown into a Frame Fighter, man. But like, psychos for doing it.
Should we try Frame Fighter?
So
the memes.
that was an arbitration. They pop up in your alerts. Once you do it once, it ends. A new arbitration started while we were in that one, so there's an interception on Venus right now, which they're meh. If you have 4 players, they're pretty nice, but I always follow the rule of if you die or if someone on your team dies, leave, because you can no longer sustain it.
Let's check what's next.
You've got events, alerts, quests, which I have only 2 left of, Steel Path incursions, invasions, fissures, syndicate missions, sorties, and Archon hunts. Hey, look! For my Archon hunt today, or this week, Titania is my bonus Warframe. 300% strength, 500 health. Neat.
Yo.
I'm surprised, actually, now that we're talking about that, Alex, could you start the queue up for Mott Survival on Steel Path? Don't, like, start the timer, but, you know, start the queue up. So, I can't believe I haven't gone over this. Fashion Frame!
It's not unlocked for me.
Ah, rip. Okay, I'll do it when I get out of this. So, Fashion Frame. My lord, do I love it. It is a blast and a half to go around. Look at all your Warframes. Fashion the hell out of them. Make them look nice. Make them look snazzy. Okay, my Ember Prime could use some work. Shut up. Make them look snazzy. Or make them eye candy where people look at it and they scream, ah, my eyes. Thank you, Void Shell Varuna. You're doing God's work. Yes, I know she's level 16 with a Forma. I'm aware. I need to level her up again. I've been too lazy to do so. So, actually, you know what? This would be a perfect time, wouldn't it? No, it would not. I am not doing that. I was going to bring her into Steel Path, and I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? I'll challenge myself. That's another thing. You got to level things up in this game, as much as it sucks. And trust me, I know it sucks, but is what it is, homeboy. So you've got different types of mods that you can throw on for... I can't even throw anything new on her. Whoa. So, like, you've got Prime mods, you've got Gold mods, you've got Common mods, you've got a bunch of mods, you've got Aura mods, you've got all these different types of mods that you can use. And I'm not going to go over mods because that would take me hours upon hours upon hours to do. If you're interested in having me go over mods and how to build things in Warframe for beginners, I got you. It's going to take me a while. It's going to be a long-ass stream because I enjoy streaming so I can answer questions, especially when I'm doing stuff like this. I enjoy streaming more. Alex, are you ready? Please don't run a level 0 Warframe. Please throw on your Nadaruk. Please and thank you. Or your Kuvacomb if you really wanted to get spicy. So, Steel Path is available after you finish the star chart as well. When you finish the star chart, you get arbitrations. Once you do your first arbitration, you get Steel Path. Steel Path is the entire solar system again. But enemy levels are 100 higher. Enemy health is 250% higher. Enemy shield is 250% armor higher, and so is armor. You have more resource drop chance and mod drop chance, though. It doubles it. Which is pretty effective for farming. Steel Path is probably the most effective farm in the game because of it. It's painful. What the hell is wrong with me? It's painful to farm in Steel Path sometimes. Especially if you're an idiot and you decide to play an unleveled Varuna. But it's all up to you. Once again, it's that freedom of choice matter. The only time you don't have freedom of choice is when you're doing a sortie or an Archon hunt or Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. You need maxed out Warframes for that shit. Thank you, Varuna, for whatever the fuck you just did there. So, Varuna is very much so a nice Warframe. She's a very powerful Warframe. Maybe not the best Warframe, but 4 passives, pretty fucking dope.
Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary.
So if we do this, and then we do this, and we do that. So, the Proboscis Ceranos is pretty damn powerful. So I should be able to level up my Varuna pretty safely with it. Even though Varuna is a melee-based Warframe. So if I really wanted to get snazzy, I would do something like that. But that's not going to work because my Varuna doesn't have enough HP. Oh my lord.
Oh, you went down.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Get ready for a capsule.
Hold on. Oh my. Cancel
What's
that,
wrong?
probably it won't work for the Zacti Prime and Steel Path. No. Doesn't work with Varuna though, because, well, I need to kill things faster with Varuna or stun lock the shit out of them.
Support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more.
You like my pink clouds of smoke?
They are very hard to see through.
Thank you, that's kind of their purpose, I guess. Of course, the Proboscis Ceranos is, in fact, very much so stronger than the other one, right, that we're using, the Zacti Prime. However, if I were using a Warframe like Ureli still, which I'm not, there's a good hearty chance that the Zacti will come up tail, or come up above the Proboscis. And the Proboscis is a very stupidly overpowered bow. God damn it. I really don't like Varuna right now, man. I really shouldn't have brought her into this mission. Like, even Vor's not enjoying it. And let me tell you what, Vor enjoys a lot of weird-ass things. Wow. Ulfner's Descent, still not the best. But again, it's not a max out Warframe.
There you go.
So Steel... Oh, I'm in the corner over here. So Steel Path is meant to be a challenge. As you can tell by the fact that Alex right now is standing above me, so my little Zacti Prime ain't doing shit because he's standing in front of me and whatnot, right? So the weapons in this game are not weak by any stretch of the imagination. None of them are really weak. They're stronger, and then there's weaker. But everything can do everything. So every gun can do anything. Sometimes you gotta force it a little bit, right? Like, it's gonna be like putting a circle in a square. It's gonna not be easy. But it's possible if you just try hard enough. And you gotta brute force it. And sometimes brute forcing gets really fun with Warframes. Trying to get things that shouldn't work to work is a very, very fun. Simply put, right? Could just be a me thing. I don't think it's just a me thing. It might just be a me thing. To be able to say, oh yeah, no, I use this. Here's what I did with it. And here's my weird ass build for it. That, I think, is just a blast to be able to do. Be like, yeah, no, my build's weird. Oh, it can't be that weird. And then you get people to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? I had somebody in pubs say that my melee Irelie build is fucking stupid and it shouldn't work, and it's not going to work, and then I proceeded to have the most damage in the game and not have any downs while everyone else was getting downed. Things work. Sometimes they shouldn't, but it doesn't stop them from working. Alex, why are you dead?
Because you kept jumping over me and I thought you were going to revive me. You didn't?
I could not with the fucking Acolyte right there.
Oh.
I got him though. He's dead. But let's get the fuck out of Dodge, because Varuna's not holding it up. There's the Simulacrum, which I've showcased a lot already, so we're not going to showcase it. If you want to see it, go to my previous Warframe stream, which is the Irelie one, where it's like, yeah, I made a Irelie no Merlina build, which we were using here earlier, and it was doing better than Varuna. And you can see it there. And the Simulacrum helps a lot. It's not like, you know, holy matrimony, it's the best thing to ever happen in the world. No. It'd be cool if it were. It's not. So, you can't really expect it to be the best, right? Because it's not going to be. Nothing's going to be the best, right? And that's just how it is, right? Nothing you can do will make it the best, because there's always going to be someone who's stronger than you. So why try to be the best when you can have fun? Don't take that as real life advice. That is terrible real life advice. However, it's great game advice. Enjoy the game that you're playing. Don't let other people force you to play a specific way. And our final mission is actually going to be a Steel Path incursion.
Oh no.
Oh, they're not bad. Shut up. Steel Path incursions are fucking easy. They're just normal Steel Path missions, but harder. Like, this is literally just a capture mission. We're gonna run up to the dude, capture him, leave, and we get 5 steel essence. Yeah, sounds real hard, don't it?
Utterly terrifying.
But, so, the next time you hear someone spouting all this shit about Warframe's bad, this is why I'm quitting Warframe, yada, 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 and it's like the devs don't care, or the game's just not, it's, if they say they don't like the game, they don't like the game. There is literally nothing you can do about that. I'm not going to force someone to enjoy a game that they don't enjoy, because then you're an asshole. But however, if it's like, oh yes, I don't like the game for these lies worth of reasons, like, oh, you know, the devs don't care, yada, yada, yada. Alrighty, now we got ourselves a damn problem. Because DE has shown nothing but care for this game, and people try to be like, yeah, you know, the game's terrible, the devs don't care. Do they make fuck-ups? Well, yeah. If they didn't fuck up, honestly, I'd be surprised. I would be genuinely 100% just like, wow, they never fuck up making their game? That's wild. But that's the thing. Everyone's gonna fuck up eventually. And when a game's been out for 7+ years now, there's gonna be fuck-ups. I mean, this game used to look like fucking Play-Doh. Literally, the Warframes used to look like Play-Doh. They looked like shit. And here we have now where they, you know, have texture. They've got all this other shit. It looks wonderful. You know? It's just, ugh. I guess I just get mad very easily when people are just like, bad, bad, bad for no fucking reason. And it's like, okay, why is it bad? Because the devs don't care, but they do care. You know? If you agree with me, like and subscribe and do all that fun shit, because it makes me feel good on the inside, and it means that you got this far. And you know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know? But without, you know, dragging this on more than an hour long, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We might play Need for Speed Unbound tomorrow and just goof around with Heat 5 races, see how much money we can make just from getting to Heat 5. You know? So, with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys later. Deuces, boys.